Hello guys, so I'm welcoming you to this live Q&A session. Okay, it's actually the first edition, and thanks to Amy for that beautiful introduction and also for introducing me. You all know Amy, but most of the time you only hear my voice. But at least you can put a face to the name when it comes to Amy. Okay, so the first today is how to relocate, work, and live permanently in Europe within a short time. And the focus also is how you can get a fully sponsored work visa in 2024. Okay, and I'm sure that a lot of people are looking at it that, oh, this is time has already gone, in this current year 2024. But I want you to know that there is still a great opportunity for you to immigrate even in this year 2024. Okay, the second point we'd like to highlight even as we kick off this Q&A session is that it doesn't depend on your age. So either you are 18 years or you are 50 years old, either you are single or you are married, either you have like an a high school certificate or you have a PhD. If you have been denied a visa in the USA, in the UK, in Canada, all of these factors doesn't really matter. We'll be sharing with you exactly how you can make your journey to Europe a success. So please follow us as we delve deeply into this interesting topic. And first, I would like to actually congratulate you for making it to this live Q&A session. Okay, we'll be talking about the challenges that are limiting not just you but a lot of people from relocating, working, and living permanently in Europe. Okay, but before we kick off, I would like to know exactly from where you are attending this live Q&A session. So please kindly drop your location, okay, in the comment box so that we have an idea of where you are watching this Q&A session from. Okay, yeah, so you all know Abby. Okay, you've been seeing her face, and I know that quite a lot of people who are watching this Q&A session are members of our community, either on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, or on X. Okay, so you already know her. But what most of you don't know is that we've actually been in your shoes, before. Okay, we've been in Europe now for about 8 years, and the truth is that just a few years ago we were at this point of decision, and we were also thinking of what to do with our lives. Okay, so we've battled with job insecurity, we've battled with financial challenges, and worst of all, we couldn't even afford our rent and even our expenses after we had our first child. So we've been there. Okay, and it was all of those challenges that actually propelled us to take a step in the right direction, and we're going to be showing you exactly what we did and how you can follow in the footsteps of those who have done that successfully. So the question is, why did we choose Europe? Why not the UK? Why not the US? Why not Canada? Why not Australia? Why not New Zealand? The first reason is that, number one, we wanted to stay in a place where we can actually secure the jobs that we deserve without knowing any godfather or bribing our way to the top. And of course, I don't need to talk down on Nigeria and some other African countries, but it's just the reality of things. Okay, there are a lot of challenges to people getting the kind of job they really deserve based on their profile, and we were just tired of living that kind of life. Okay, we also decided to move because we got fed up with the life of insufficiency. So there are people who are actually working hard, working long hours on a daily basis in Nigeria, in these other African countries, but at the end of the day, they really don't have anything to show for it. Okay, imagine that you have a child and you don't even have a plan for that child, right? It's actually not a good way to live, right? We also didn't want to keep our children in such condition as well. We wanted them to grow up in an environment where, things are positive and they can have like a very positive outlook on life. So these were actually, the few reasons why we decided to actually move to Europe. And if there's one word that summarizes our reasons for moving, it was because we just desired a change. And I know that there are people who are watching this Q&A session and you are actually looking for a change. I just want to congratulate you because you are actually in the right place where you can get a direction that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. Okay, now we need to also clarify, right away, okay, that everything that we're going to be discussing here is actually based on our own personal experience and also on the experience of the people that we have supported. So there are actually a whole lot of people, both individuals and families, that we have supported to also follow in our footsteps, and they were able to do that successfully. So all of the information that we're sharing here is actually based on a hard evidence and practical steps that has worked for us and for other people, and we trust will also work for you as well. Okay, so let's start by asking some critical questions. Number one, who can come to Europe? So who is this program for? Okay, number one, anyone who is finding it difficult to raise proof of fund required for them to immigrate. And I know this is a very big deal. Okay, I mean, we talk to tens of people on a daily basis. We receive hundreds of emails on a daily basis, and one of the central challenges people are facing has to do with proof of funds. There are a lot of countries that require very huge proof of funds that people don't just have. Okay, so if you are in that situation, we have an alternative for you that you can actually immigrate to, okay, with a reasonably low amount of money, okay, and you won't actually need all these bogus proof of funds that are required for most other countries. This program, or Moving to Europe, is also for people who has reached a point that they are tired of looking for jobs in Canada, in the UK, in the US, in Australia, and they have not been able to successfully get a job. Okay, again, we have a lot of emails and requests, from people who are actually fed up. Okay, they look for jobs in Canada, in the UK. The truth is that there are other better countries than all of these countries that we are listing here, and we're going to be showing you how you can land a visa-sponsored job in these European countries. This is also for anyone who doesn't have huge money to waste on expensive tuition fees in the UK, in Canada, in the US, and the other costly countries. So, of course, the study pathway is a very good pathway, but for most countries, okay, the funds that you need to pay the deposit, the tuition deposit, before you can even apply for the visa is actually outrageous. And if you also consider the changes in the exchange rate, especially for people from Nigeria and other African countries, these are amount of money that the average man cannot simply afford. Okay, so if you don't have that money and you are still interested in immigrating to Europe, then you are welcome to also follow us as we show you how you can achieve that with the little that you have. Okay, and then finally, if you want to immigrate permanently and you want to start working immediately, then you are welcome to also immigrate to Europe. Okay, and the truth is that most people don't know, most of the countries with the best immigration policies are actually based in Europe. Okay, these are countries where you can live there for a few years and you can become a citizen. These are countries where if you give birth to a child there, that child automatically becomes a citizen, and so many other benefits that you stand to gain if you immigrate to these countries. We'll be talking about all of that in this Q&A session. Yeah, so we've been, recording or piling up a lot of questions that has come in from different people about this, moving to Europe with a sponsored visa, how you can immigrate to Europe on a job visa. Okay, so we have actually piled up all those questions that we have received so far, and we will start answering them tonight. Okay, as much as possible, we will try to answer all of your questions. Okay, and hopefully we'll be able to cover all of those questions in the course of this Q&A session. Okay, so diving in right away, this first question here says, how can I apply for a sponsored job by myself now? Okay, so there are two keywords that I want to point out there. One is how, and then the second one is myself. And these are questions that we're going to be answering in this Q&A session. Number one is the how. Okay, you need to understand exactly what you need to do that can make your journey successful. And that is what we're going to be showing you in this program. Okay, secondly, we are trusting on a pathway that does not require you to pay huge sums of money to any travel agent. These are things that you will actually do by yourself, and we're going to be showing you how you can do it by yourself and save yourself those extra costs of paying a travel agent. Okay, so if you want to apply, you want to know how to get a sponsored job and you want to do it by yourself, definitely we have all of the guide, we have all of the information which has been successful for so many people, and we believe that your own case will not be an exception as well. Okay, the second question has to do with your level of education. Okay, so can a SSC holder find a sponsored job in Europe? To answer it simply, yes, definitely you can. Okay, so it's really not about your level of education, it's about how you present your profile. And one of the things that we're going to be showing you exactly is how you can package your profile despite the fact that you only have a high school certificate. Okay, so all of that is also included in the information that we're going to be sharing with you later on in this Q&A session. So please wait and then continue to follow us as we go deeply into this comprehensive guide for you to move to Europe. Number three, I'm a footballer who has been to Germany before, so I have their visa in my passport and I have US visa in my passport too. Will moving to Europe be an easy option for me? I would say definitely yes. Okay, so if you have traveled before to Germany, Germany is a member of the European Union, is also a Schengen country. Okay, so the fact that you have gotten their visa also shows you that you can get visa to any of the Schengen countries. And for this move to Europe program, okay, we're actually highlighting about 5-6 countries based on our own research, based on our own experience, that are actually perfect for you as an immigrant. Okay, we're going to be showing you all of these different countries, and we're going to be showing you exactly how you can easily apply for their visa. So we're not just talking about getting a visa sponsored job, we'll also follow up to show you exactly how you can get the work permit, how you can apply for the entry visa, what you need to apply for the visa, where to submit your application. For those that have the online application, we will also show you exactly how to fill the form, what information to put in each section of those application forms. How long does it take to have myself and my family move to Europe? I know that for most people, especially those that are desperate, you want something that you can just, take advantage of right away. You want something that will happen now. Okay, and it's good. Okay, now what I want to tell you about the length of time is that you can actually immigrate as soon as you start the process. So there are a lot of people who fantasize about traveling abroad. I want it to happen now, and they really don't take any step. Okay, so it will not happen until you take the right steps. What are the right steps? We will be showing you that in a moment, and I'm hoping that you will trust us enough. Being people who have gone through that process, you will trust us enough to follow in our footsteps and to do exactly as we instruct you to do. Okay, so regarding the length of time, it's a very short time that it takes if you follow the right steps and you follow the guidelines that will be presented to you in the comprehensive guide. Okay, so how can I start my processing to get a sponsored job in Europe? Okay, you start it by getting the comprehensive guide that we have already available for you. We're going to show you, how you can get that comprehensive guide. Okay, and once you have that comprehensive guide, it actually details the steps you should take from step 1 to step infinity. Okay, so from the beginning to the end, you will be guided on every area of the application. Apart from that, we also have a team who is available to support you. So if you have questions along the way, there are people available to also provide you with all of the support that you need during the process. I'm a salesman and I drive van. Can I get a job that will sponsor me? Definitely. So what we have done is that we have done a lot of research in different countries, and we came up with what we call the list of occupations in demand in each country. So for example, for Portugal, there are some jobs that are highly in demand. For Norway, there are jobs that are highly in demand, and job A may be highly in demand in Portugal, it may not be in Norway, or it may not be in Ireland, okay, or it may not be in Luxembourg. What we have done is that through this comprehensive guide, you will know exactly which of the countries has opportunity for you based on your work experience and based on your profile, and then you can follow the pathway that we have outlined for that country. Okay, so as a salesman, as someone who has experience driving a van, yes, definitely there are opportunities for you, but you would get to know the actual country through the comprehensive guide. Moving on, does Portugal really need workers? Definitely yes. As you know, we live in Portugal. We've been living in Portugal for around 8 years, okay? And what we have done, at least for us, this is very dear to our heart, and it's very practical for us. We also came in, okay, without a job offer, and we were able to get a job because we discovered some of the priority occupations that are highly in demand in Portugal. And the truth is that even comparing, the state of Portugal right now with, the state when we came in far back few years ago, a lot of progress has been made. For example, the government has actually, opened the doors to immigrants. For example, Portugal started what they call the job seeker visa. The reason why they did that is not just because they want people to come in. It's because there are job opportunities that can positively enhance the economy of Portugal, and they want people to come and work in those professions. So Portugal needs workers. You just need to know exactly how to go about it. That you will get through our comprehensive guide. How does the Norway sponsored job work? Okay, so Norway is one of the Scandinavian countries, okay, in the northern part of Europe, and of course, what works for country A will not work for country B. What you can be assured of is that we have separated the processes for each of the countries, and Norway is actually one of the countries that we have, provided the guidelines in our comprehensive guide. Okay, so through that comprehensive guide, you will understand the process for you to be able to easily move to Norway. Who are the recruiters that are recruiting? What are the occupations that are in demand in Norway? Where should you apply for the job? How can you get the visa? How do you present your profile in a way that employers can be attracted to you and they'll be willing to immediately offer you a job offer? Okay, all of that is available in the comprehensive guide as well. How soon will the visa be approved when I start? So usually visa applications take 3 months or less, okay, on the average, okay, but that is like the last step. If you are just starting, you need to understand how to develop your profile, where to apply for the jobs that you want to apply for, how do you attract an employer to yourself, how do you apply for the work permit, what document do you need to apply for the work permit, where do you submit your application for the work permit, how do you fill the application form for the work permit. All of these details are different steps that you will need to follow before you get to the final stage of getting the visa. Okay, so this is a project, this is a journey, but if you go along with us through the comprehensive guide that we have available for you, I think it's going to be a smooth journey. I'm interested in this as a driver. I am 57 years. Can I get a job? Definitely yes, you can get a job. Even though you are 57 years, as long as you have the right profile, you have the right skills, you have the right experience, definitely an employer will extend a job offer to you. Okay, and we're going to be showing you exactly how you can get employed what you need to do to present your profile to the right employer. Who are the right employers that need your skills and your experience? Which countries? How do you attract them? How do you get to that country? How do you thrive in that country? All of these details are in the comprehensive guide that we are presenting to you. Can you connect me with a company in Europe? Definitely, yes, we'll connect you. We have also outlined, okay, the top employers in each country that we have considered in the comprehensive guide. So if you are, going towards the pathway for Portugal, you will know exactly who are the top employers, what are the areas that they are currently recruiting in, and then it helps you to, better position yourself. So instead of you to just, go online and then start searching all over for employers that are looking for drivers or that are looking for, maybe tech professionals, you will already know exactly through this comprehensive guide that what you need to target is employer A, C, and D, for example, because those are the employers that have opportunities based on your profile, and then you can narrow down your application to those employers specifically. Okay, so definitely we'll connect you with the companies. We'll provide you with the direct links to the recruiters. Okay, but you can only get that through the comprehensive guide that we have available for you. How do I get a work permit with my spouse, and how do I relocate with my family to any affordable part of Europe? Again, this is an entire process that takes a lot of careful planning and a lot of comprehensive action on your side. What we have done is to make it smooth and easy for you by providing you with a step-by-step guide to achieve what you are looking for. So what you need is a work permit that can allow you and your family to move to Europe. Okay, that is your goal. Okay, but how you achieve that, okay, is what we have provided for you through our comprehensive guide. So you will actually receive all of the details that you need to follow the steps to achieve your aim in moving to Europe. How will I know that this is legit as I want to start the process? Definitely, it's important for you to also check the validity and legitimacy of any process that you are following. And I'm going to answer your question in a simple way. Number one is that you know us. You know my wife, you know myself. We have been out there for years providing guidance and support to people. Number two, we have been through the process. We do not live in Nigeria. We are based in Portugal. We've been here for around 8 years. We've studied here. We are professional here. We've registered businesses here. We've gone through the process. And number three, we have supported quite a number of people and their families to move to Europe as well. And in the next few slides, I'm going to be showing you exactly some screenshots of some of our success stories. So you can leverage on that. You can hold on to that. Okay. So we have done it for ourselves. We've been through the process. We have done it for other people successfully. What we're going to do now is to follow up and do that same thing for you. Okay, so we are legit because we've been through it, because you know us, we have a presence online. People know us and they trust us and they trust the information that we are actually throwing out there. Okay, and then we also have testimonies and success stories from people that we have supported previously. Am I able to get jobs at par with my qualifications? So one thing you need to understand about Europe is that it's really not about your qualifications. Qualifications are good, okay, education is good, but what the average employer in Europe is looking at is your entire profile. So they are looking at your education, they are looking at your skills, they are looking at your work experience, they are looking at your personality. The main question is, how do you combine all of that into a profile that is attracted to an employer who wants to consider you for a job offer? You will get to know how to do that through our comprehensive guide. So we actually have like a whole module that deals on how you can profile yourself such that any employer that sees your profile is immediately attracted to you. So yes, you can get jobs that is at par with your qualifications, but you need guidance on how to profile yourself, and you can get that guidance through a comprehensive guide. I'm a seafarer and I can do unskilled jobs. Can this work for me? Look, the truth is that we have several categories of jobs or professions that are in demand in each of these countries. Okay, and of course, for the sake of time, I can't start listing them. What we have done in the comprehensive guide is to take you one country at a time and to give you a list of all of the jobs or all of the occupations that are in high demand in these countries. You just need to know exactly which of the countries has the opportunities for you as a seafarer or as a driver or as a construction worker. Okay, and we are providing all of that through our comprehensive guide. This one is funny actually. Norway is called "How can I cope with the cold?" Definitely, Norway is in the northern part of Europe. It's actually a cold country, but we are not only talking about Norway in our comprehensive guide. We've chosen quite a number of countries, and you have that opportunity to choose. So if you are really considering the temperature, you can choose other countries that are not as cold as Norway. We have Luxembourg, for example. We have Ireland. We have Portugal. We have other countries that we have spoken about in the comprehensive guide. Okay, and we'll present you with the benefits that you stand to gain in each of these countries, and then it's now left for you to choose the one that you think holds the most potential for you as an intending applicant. I have an SSC certificate but dropped out of university. Can I get a job in Portugal? Definitely yes. In most of the European Union countries, okay, the minimum qualification is actually a high school certificate and maybe around 6 months work experience. Okay, so as long as you have a high school certificate, employers will definitely consider you for job opportunities. Again, we will show you how you can highlight the best part of your profile. Okay, so even if you didn't finish the university, there are aspects of your profile that you need to highlight that can compensate for the level of education that you have. So it's all about the strategy, and that strategy is also included in the comprehensive guide that we have available for you. Does Europe have a welcoming community? I need to know if I can get new friends there. Definitely, Europe has, the different countries in Europe have like a very developed international community. Okay, most of the countries that we have chosen are countries where they have what they call a robust expat community where you can meet people from a different parts of the world. As you know, English is widely spoken in Europe, and there are English community of professionals from other countries who actually come together to form a community. It's one of the things that we actually enjoy here in Portugal, and I know many of our friends who are also in other European Union countries, they enjoy those same benefits. So do not be afraid of being alone or being lonely. There is always a community wherever you choose, and will help you to actually choose the best country that will feel you will have that sense of belonging and sense of safety and sense of community when you finally immigrate there. I am a UI developer and I recently moved to UK through Global Mobility Visa. Is there any possible way to apply and relocate to Ireland? Yeah, I know that there are a lot of people in the UK who are actually looking for a way out. Okay, we are also offering this opportunity to you guys if you are based in the UK and you are looking for a better country with better immigration pathways and easier immigration programs or easier immigration policies. You can consider Portugal, you can consider Luxembourg, you can consider Ireland, you can consider Norway, Finland, Sweden, Denmark. All of these countries, we have highlighted them in the comprehensive guide. Okay, there is actually a lot of possibilities for you as a UI developer. It's actually a tech job, and there are a lot of pathways even that you can apply for as a tech professional. Please, Amy, I have a fashion shop. How do I present a proof of work experience since I don't work for anybody? Okay, this could be a concern for people who are self-employed. Okay, but there are actually ways to show your proof of work experience. Again, all of this is highlighted in our comprehensive guide, And if need be, there is also a support team that can show you, during your application phase, okay, any support you need. There are people available to provide you with expert guidance and support. How many years of experience do I need to get a sponsored job in Europe? Usually, most of the job only requires you to have either 6 months or maybe 1 year work experience. So if you have from 6 months and above work experience, I think you are good to go. Does NYSC count as work experience? Definitely. NYSC is a full-time work experience. Okay, so you can also list that as your work experience in your profile. How do I get a job in Luxembourg as a medical professional? Okay, Luxembourg is actually one of our favorite countries for people who are looking for, a family-friendly or an immigration-friendly country to move to. And for medical professionals, one of the things we have done in our comprehensive guide is to show you there is a particular platform that is specific for medical professionals. So if you are looking for opportunities as a medical professional in Luxembourg, there is a platform where you can get that opportunity. Okay, to follow up on that, that platform also has guidelines and information on how you can become licensed, either as a pharmacist, as a nurse, as a doctor, as a caregiver in Luxembourg. Okay, all of that information is available in our comprehensive guide. I am 57 years old, having more than 28 years of teaching experience for the subject accountancy. I am interested in working in Luxembourg. Am I eligible? Luxembourg is actually one of the countries for which people are always making, requests and sending us emails. And if I should open our emails and I just search, with the filter Luxembourg, you'll be amazed at how many thousands of emails we have received from people who are interested. And of course, I understand their sentiment. Luxembourg is one of the best countries in Europe to move to. Okay, so regardless of your age, regardless of your years of teaching experience in any subject for that matter, not just accountancy, there is always an opportunity for you in Luxembourg. Not only in Luxembourg, in the other countries that we have highlighted in our comprehensive guide. We'll be showing you exactly what to do, the steps to take in our comprehensive guide if you are really interested in moving to Luxembourg. So, right now I would like you to actually confirm, okay, in the comment section if your concerns are yet to be answered. We've tried as much as possible to pick the questions so that, the ones we pick actually answers other questions that we may not be able to, to open up at this point. Okay, so generally we've been able to answer, like general questions that, talks about specific concerns that most people have, but you can, drop the answer in the comment section just to know if we have been able to provide answers to the concerns that you have. Okay, so someone is saying, I want you to personally handle everything for me. Definitely. Okay, so this is what we're introducing to you is teamwork. So we want you to do it by yourself, but we don't want you to work alone. So what we have done is to set up a team that is available to provide you support as you go along the process, because there is no way you cannot be involved in the process. And we are not your usual travel agent who promises to handle everything in court and then demand huge sum of money from you. We are not going to do that to you, okay? And we've had a lot of different, information and complaints from people who have been, scammed in different ways, who have lost all of their life savings. Please do not go that route again, okay? What we are introducing to you is something that will be easy with our support, okay? Yes, we'll be involved in, all of the processes, all of the steps that you'll be taking, but you yourself will also be involved as well, because we will be the one providing you with the guidance, but there are some actions that you will need to take, and one of the most important actions actually starts right away. I will be showing you exactly what should be the first action that you should take if you are really serious about moving to Europe in 2024 with your family. So what we have done is to put together the step-by-step process okay, that you and your family can follow. I've been talking about it all the while, okay, without wasting your money on any visa agent. And it doesn't depend on your age. Either you are young or you think you are, a little bit advanced in years. This pathway is available for everyone if you follow this step-by-step process. Okay, so I want to know right now if you will be open to knowing all the goodies inside the Ultimate Europe Sponsored Job Report that we have carefully curated for you guys. Okay, so I'm introducing you guys to the Ultimate Europe Sponsored Job Report, okay, which is the comprehensive guide that we actually been working on. Okay, so my team, myself, my wife, and our team, we've been working with Great Cell team to actually make this available to everyone. Okay, so it's a step-by-step report on how to move to Europe with your family with a fully sponsored work visa. Okay, so the highlight of this comprehensive guide is that as much as possible, we are targeting a sponsored job for you, because that saves you a lot of money when it comes to relocation. The employer will be the one to actually support you financially if you get a sponsored job. Okay, so what is the overview of what you will get in this report? Number one, it is a fail-proof step-by-step report, because it is actually leveraging on our experience and the experience of other people that we have supported successfully. Okay, you will have access to the handy job search tool, okay, so that you don't need to start going to Google and start searching for job platform, many of which are not even real, to be honest with you. We will show you exactly how to craft your resume to land your dream job in Europe, and we have like a lot of different templates and samples of CVs that you can adapt to your own profile. We will show you how to prove your work experience and how to provide a reliable reference, and this is very important as an international applicant. We will show you how to prove your English proficiency through the visas and nationality statement. We will show you how to create or format your CV or your resume to the Europass standard. A lot of people don't know how to do that. We'll be showing you the tool that you can use to generate your own Europass CV. We'll also share with you sample templates, okay, that you can just copy and clone for your own personal use, and it includes CVs, visa statement of purpose, personal statement samples, recommendation letters samples, and even sponsorship letter samples. Okay, the important things that you need to do once you arrive in Europe are things that most people don't know, and they struggle a lot after landing in Europe. We'll also be sharing with you as someone who just landed what are the actions that you need to take depending on the country that you are immigrating to. Okay, so again, okay, that is not only the benefits of this comprehensive guide. There is even so much more. Okay, and this is for people who take action right away. Number one is that we'll be providing you with lifetime updates. Okay, so of course the comprehensive guide is carefully curated. We have arranged it carefully, and you can follow through from the beginning to the end. But what we have been doing over time is that we are also improving on it and providing further guide and further pathways that you can leverage on. Okay, so that lifetime update or that lifetime access will also be yours if you get this comprehensive guide. We'll be sharing with you the list of verified and approved top recruitment agencies. And by the way, this is actually worth around 500 euros, by the way. Okay, we'll be showing you a complete walkthrough on crafting a standard Europass CV that will help you to attract the best job opportunities. Okay, what we have done is all of these benefits, we are actually putting their value beside it so that you can know exactly the worth of what we are presenting to you at almost no cost. Okay, we'll be showing you how to apply and get your European residency card, how to answer the winning interview questions you should know, list of in-demand skills that you could apply for with guaranteed acceptance, tips on how to bring in your dependent either during when you're applying for yourself or after you have landed in Europe. The truth is that we've tried to place a value of 4,000 euros on all of these benefits. Okay, the question is, are you going to pay this 4,000 euros for a comprehensive guide? Definitely not. But how much do you think is a fair price based on this benefit that we have, highlighted so far? Can you think about that? 1,000 euros, 500, 200. But let me ask you a question. So if accessing this comprehensive guide guarantees you that you will get a job that will pay you between 1,000 euros to 4,500 euros on a monthly basis anywhere in Europe without writing English test, without a university degree, do you think it's actually worth that 4,000 euros? I think it is. Okay, I think it is. But the truth is that we are not going to be asking you to pay 1,000 euros, 500 euros, or even 100 euros. In fact, we are not even going to pay 80 euros. If you actually register now, how much will you be paying? You would normally be paying 50 euros or approximately 100,000 naira. But the good news is that because you are attending this Q&A session, okay, you are going to actually pay 34,999 naira or the equivalent of 20 euros if you actually get that comprehensive guide right now until 11:59 p.m. today. Okay. However, at the point of purchase, we have provided you with a discount code that you should use, which is FIRST, FIRST. Okay, so once you insert that code, then you'll be able to get the comprehensive guide at this low value of 34,999 naira. Okay, so the question is, how do you get started? Okay, and I will invite the QnA team, which is our partner that is managing the distribution of this guide, to provide some information on how to get started for moving to Europe.
Yeah, thank you, Amy, so much for that. Straightforward, fantastic presentation tonight. I've got there. So, it is great, so for you to make payment for the product, right? I'm going to be walking us through how it works. So, moderators, please put the link, put the payment link in the comment section, and let's get started. Once you click on the link in the comment section, you'll land on a buy now page. Once you click on the buy now, you land on this page. Then put in your full name, right? Put in your email, then your WhatsApp number. Yeah, preferable. So your email and your WhatsApp number is a means where the products will be delivered. So the product will be delivered to your mail, and you'll get a link on your WhatsApp as well. So if you have a WhatsApp, fine. If you don't, just use any number. So after doing that, your next is to apply a coupon code, right? There's a coupon code that expires just for tonight. There's a coupon code, so, and that is first. That is first. This coupon expires tonight. So apply the coupon first. Click on first, apply it, then that's it. So with this now, I mean, you can switch currency. It depends. I don't know your where, but your default currency will be what your currency, the country where you are resided in, right? That will be your default currency. So when we apply and we switch currency to Ghanaian cedis, it gives us 368 cedis. When switch back to naira, it gives us 34,999 naira, and that was a one-time discounted fee the aim is giving us tonight, right? So let's maximize it. If you're paying from outside anywhere, just choose your currency. You're paying from Great Britain, United Kingdom, it's 17 pounds, right? So let's test out how. So now, after applying your coupon, right? After applying your coupon, just click on pay now. Okay, then you will have bank transfer option that you chose. So this is an account number. Let me close quickly. So because you get your own unique account number, you generate your own unique account number that you can transfer into. So, and if you want to make use of bank card, you can choose either Paystack or Flutterwave, and then go ahead to pay now. There you have a card option. So you can see with this you can pay with your card. You can pay with Google Pay. You can pay with USSD. You can pay with bank transfer too. So, but that is not what I want to do. I'm not paying anything either. I'm just demonstrating. So, depending on the options, right? There's always an option for you. Okay, there's always an option for you. So, uh, that's how payment looks like. Okay, and if you don't understand or you don't have a hang of how it works, you just want a direct bank transfer, this is another option for you. You can make a quick transfer into Crotel account number 10244111050 again 10244111050. I think the the details will more on these details will be displayed on the screen right now. For us to also maximize, so do a bank transfer to United Bank for Africa, Createl Limited, to be able to maximize this, uh, maximize this coupon that the Amy is giving us for tonight, only for tonight. And the Amy is giving only for tonight. So I think I'll stop from here so that the Amy can continue with the training. Thank you.
So don't forget, guys, okay, so from 12 a.m. tomorrow, so if you don't purchase it at 34,999 naira, from 12 a.m. tomorrow, it will go to the value of 39,999 or 25 euros, which is actually higher. But even this price will only be for the next 24 hours. If you miss that next 24 hours again, then it will revert back to the original price of 100,000 or 50 euros. Okay, so if you want to enjoy the benefits that we are giving to you right now, you can actually buy the comprehensive guide for 34,999 naira instead of 100,000. So you are saving, over 60,000 if you purchase it right away. Okay. So, as someone who is ready to take an action, number one, you're going to get the full access to everything we've been talking about for 34,999 now instead of the 100,000 after the workshop. We'll also grant you free access to our support group where all of your concerns and questions will be addressed over a video call. Okay, we'll provide for you free of charge 15 certified employer links that are hiring massively across Europe, that will also provide you with sponsorship, which will help you to cover your relocation fees. Okay, and then I will give you special access to my secret proven Europe CV creating tool that you can also use to generate your CV that gets an employer's attention. Okay, now the next question is, if I make the payment now, how will I send you proof of payment? Okay, so that's a good question. So we have like a dedicated WhatsApp line, okay, to deal with all of this. Okay, so once you have made your payment, all you need to do is to send your name, your WhatsApp number, your email address, and the proof of payment to this WhatsApp number that you are seeing on the screen. So it's +234 704 700 1019. Okay, so please make sure you send all of these details to the WhatsApp number, and then our support team will take your information and then they will get to work right away. Okay, so what happens immediately you make the payment is that you'll be given access instantly to the report, which is the comprehensive guide, and then all of the materials that you need to start processing your application will be delivered to your email address at the same time. And if you want us to also provide it to your WhatsApp number, we will be more than willing to do that as well. Then your relocation to Europe journey begins immediately. A lot of people have been asking in the questions, for example, how do I start the process? Again, this is how you start it. Once you make payment for the comprehensive guide, you will get the access, you will get the materials, and then you can start the process, and our team will be on standby to support you through the process. Okay, so who will this work for? All right, either you're a skilled worker, a non-skilled worker, you don't have English test, no age limit, you don't have a job offer yet, you don't have proof of fund. These opportunities are available for all these categories of people. Either you are 18 years and above, either you have a family, you have kids, you have a spouse, you have the English test result or not. Either you're a Nigerian, you're a Ghanaian, you're a Kenyan, you're Uganda, you're an Indian, you're a Pakistani, depending, irrespective of your nationality, this opportunity is meant for you. Okay, and then with respect to your educational level, either what you have is the West African Examination Council, the NECO, the SSC, the ND, the NC, or equivalent in your home country. As long as you have a minimum of a high school certificate, you can apply for these opportunities. Okay, and either you have a family in Europe or not, that is also not a concern, as this is for anyone who is ready to go through the steps and follow the guide that we have provided for you. Okay, now we would like to also send a note of warning. We know that there are so many fraudulent people online. In fact, sometimes people use our name because they know that people trust us and they know that we are always supporting people. They create fake accounts to scam people, so please be aware. Okay, QnA is our official partner to distribute and manage the sales and the marketing of this comprehensive guide, and that is why we are doing this Q&A session in collaboration with them. Okay, you know us, Integrated Army is a name that everyone knows. Most of you already follow us on all of our platforms. Okay, and you've seen my wife. You trust the information we've been giving you over the years. Okay, and we are saying it right here that this is our product, and this is something that came out of a passion to support people based on the fact that we've been there and we were able to navigate that process successfully. There are also a lot of people that we have supported, and we'll be showing you guys some of this testimony so that you will know that this is actually real. Okay, number one, you can see here our chat with one of our former clients who actually logged in and then discovered that the visa has been approved. He's currently in Europe right now, living the life that he dreamt of living. This is another one here. In fact, this one is the screenshot of the visa, as you can see here. Okay, this is another screenshot of another visa. Okay, this person is actually a professional. This is another screenshot of our communication with another student that got the visa approved. Okay, this is another applicant who successfully immigrated to Europe with her family as well. Okay, so the thing is that a lot of people are also asking that, okay, I don't have the money to purchase this comprehensive guide. Is there any job I can do online to raise money for this cause? I'm willing but don't have enough cash to register. That's okay. QnA has an affiliate network, and you can actually go to QnA.com and register as an affiliate and then market this product. So you'll be paid a commission, okay, and their commission is actually generous. They pay a very huge percentage, okay, of every sale that you make. And by the time you sell like 2 or 3, by the time you make 2 or 3 sales, you will have more than enough money to be able to purchase this guide for yourself as well. Okay, again, how do I get started? QnA is on ground, and they will share with you exactly what you need to do right away. So again, if you have a question regarding the payment, so after you make the payment, how should you send your proof of payment? We have a dedicated WhatsApp number which you can see here. Okay, so make sure you send your full name, your WhatsApp number if you have one, your email address, your proof of payment. You can send all of that to this dedicated WhatsApp line that is being managed by the QnA team. Okay, and we are also giving you a guarantee here that what we have said that the guide contains and what it can do for you is exactly as it is. Okay, we are people of integrity, and we will not tell you something that is not practical or something that will not work for you. Okay, so our integrity is on the line, and we are also telling you that this has worked for countless number of people, and we strongly believe that yours will not be an exception. Okay, so as we round up this Q&A session, to be honest with you guys, it's really up to you and how serious or how determined you are to make a change or to create an opportunity for change in your life. And to be honest, you have two options. One of them is actually 100% risk-free. You've heard all of the information, we've answered the question, we've shown you, what you need to do to initiate this process. You can choose to do nothing, okay, which is risk-free. But the result of that is that in another 1 year, in another 2 years, you will still be at the same level, if not even worse. Okay, and you will still be thinking and planning and dreaming of moving to Europe with your family. The second option is for you to take advantage of this opportunity we are giving to you in form of a tiny investment of 34,999 naira. Okay, so you can use that 20 euros right now to start your European relocation goal this year. Okay, so guys, I really want to appreciate you on behalf of myself, my wife, our team, and the QnA team for joining this Q&A session. And I want to say a big congratulations to those who already took that action, that leap of faith. We are looking forward to providing you with the support that you need, and we are confident that we'll see you in Europe soon. Thank you guys, and have a lovely time.